Review number 1. You have basically a minute to worry about this review number 1. Is there anything that we haven't gone over on review number 1? Number 1? All right. Shh. All right, so the measure of the triangle. So you have 1, 4, and 5. So you're going to call a triangle 1x, 4x, 5x. So if you add 1x, 4x, 5x together, you get 10x. 10x equals 180. X equals 18. And then you plug 18 back into each side. So the 1x means it's an 18 degree. The 4x means it's a 72. And the 5x means it's a 90 degree. Anything else from review number 1? Talk through quick. And it is recorded on the other day too, if there's anything there you missed.
Sure, if you have markers that don't work, can I throw them out?
Sure. All right, review number 2. You have 2 minutes to tell me if there's something on review number 2 that you would like to see, rework, talk about, discuss. So I'd say on these reviews, that'd be an awesome location for you to start finding things you put on that card. Yeah. 19. Okay, so we did it before, but I'll do it again. You got a guy standing at the top of this lighthouse. Whee! He's looking down, seeing a boat. Let's just pretend I could draw a really cool boat. Maybe put a sail on it too, because you know a sail should have a motor too. Angle of depression is this angle right here. Angle of depression will also be the same as this angle down here. Okay? These are the same because of parallel lines. All right, so they tell us we have this guy is 150 feet up. He is looking down at an angle of 8 degrees. So if that's 8 degrees, then this also has to be 8 degrees. And we want to know how far away the boat would be from the lighthouse. So if it was direct shore, you have this triangle here. So you're trying to figure out the question mark down here. So this is the opposite side. This is the adjacent side, which is tangent. So I have tangent 8 equals 150 over question mark. And that's question mark tangent 8 doing the algebra equals 150. So question mark is equal to 150 over tangent 8. Make sure your calculators are in degrees, and that'll solve. Anything else from number 2? Yeah, number 2. 18. Okay. So number 18. All right, if you use Pythagorean theorem, that's 13 right there. Is that all right so far? If we want sine of A, we just want sine of angle A, we're looking for the ratio. So sine of angle A is 12 over 13. That part's done. And then if you wanted to find angle A, you have to do second sine angle A 12 over 13. That's it. And then, again, make sure your calculator's in degree. Anything else you want from review number 2? Don't lose that. That's important. Page or review number 3. Go ahead. Number 8. All right. Shh. You have a rectangle, and they want us to solve for A, and then also find WX. Okay. So you have this rectangle. So that's A over 2 plus 10. That's 30 minus A. That's A plus 4. Solve for WX. So we want to solve this here too. All right. Shh. Being it's a rectangle, you would know that this and this have to be equal to each other. Agree? So I have A over 2 plus 10 equals A plus 4. A over 2 plus, oh, I don't need that. I'll move that over. A minus 6. Is that right? Multiply everything by 2. So I get A equals 2A minus 12. Move this over, I get negative A equals negative 12. So my A value is 12. If my A value is 12, I can plug that here. So 30 minus 12 is 18. So if down here is 18, up here also has to be 18. Yeah.
Number
20. Given PQRS, find the slopes of all four sides, find the lengths of both diagonals, give the most precise classification for the quadrilateral. Okay, so the stuff on the quadrilaterals, the four-sided objects, those rules might be really good to write down because there's some that if the diagonals are equal, it means something, they're perpendicular, means something, the side lengths being the same. So we have P being negative 2 comma 10, Q being 113, R being 5 comma 13, and then S being negative 2 6. So find the slopes of all four sides. Okay. So slope equation, just in case you forgot, is this. So for PQ, we're going to go 13 minus 10, 1 plus 2. PQ, that is 3 over 3, which is 1. That's the slope of PQ. QR slope, we're going to do 3 minus 13, 5 minus 1. Is that right? Yep, okay. Negative 8 over 4. So negative 2 is the slope of QR. RS, we're going to do 6 minus 13 and negative 2 minus 5. So that's negative 7 over negative 7, so that's 1. And then PS. That's a P, sorry. PS is going to be 6 minus 10, negative 2 minus, so that's going to be what, negative 6 over, that's plus plus, 0. So that is an undefined slope. So that means it would be a vertical line then. Okay? So a slope of 1 and a slope of 1 are going to be roughly like that. If you have an undefined slope, it's going to be a vertical line. And then a slope of negative 2 could be like something like that. So what shape does this appear to be if you know those are both parallel to each other? It's got to be a trapezoid. Okay. Did we answer everything on that one? Find the length of all four sides. Oh, wait. Find the slopes of all. Find the lengths of both diagonals. All right. So the diagonals, if I find the length of this and this and this and this. So if I look for PR, that'd be the diagonal, which is going to be this, the square root of let's see, negative 2 minus 5 quantity squared plus 10 minus 3 quantity squared. That's 49 plus 13 squared is 169, which is equal to 49 plus 69 is how much? 218. Is that right? 218. So that's the length of PR, and then QS. Did I do that right? So if I'm looking for QS now, I'm squeezing that here. And I'm using distance formula if you haven't figured that out. Q to S. Let's see, 1 plus 2 squared plus 13 minus 6 squared. So that's 3 squared, which is 9, plus 49. Yeah. So that's root 58. So that's the length of your diagonal, so you don't have the same length of the diagonals. And they give the most precise classification. So we already said trapezoid. We did not say isosceles trapezoid. We said trapezoid. Cool? Is this on number 15?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think number 15 on this review, answer key is wrong, but let's double check. So they tell us that we have a rhombus. Oh wait, yes, rhombus. So WX, Y and Z. And then we have some diagonals here. This is angle B. This is a 25-degree angle. This is 20 in length. WX. Okay, so if it's a rhombus, this also has to be 20. So 20 all around. So here's one of the answers that they were asking for, right? The measure of WX V. So if we want this angle here, well, I know this is parallel to this, so this angle and this angle are the same because they are alternate interior angles. And then WYZ. So circling for that. We have to know these are all 90s because it's a rhombus. So that's going to be 60, is that 55? 55.
60.
Is it 65? Thank you. So that's a 65-degree angle. And then number 15. WVX. So WVX, that has to be a 90. And so somewhere on the answer key it's wrong.
No, so
Or
those are for WXV.
WXV.
But on the answer key, it says, I don't know, just those.
Oh, so they named the angle a different angle or something, right? Yeah, the answer key on number 15 is goofy. These are all the correct answers. If you go back to the answer key, one of the answers they gave you an angle that they didn't ask for as one of the answers, I believe. Anything else from, 12? So they tell us we have a parallelogram. Find X and Y and P, M, O. All right. So we have a parallelogram. Given, that's 40. That's 2x plus y. 4x plus y. 6x. So we'll want that, and then P. All right. So they want us to solve x and y and figure out what that angle would be. So if it's a parallelogram, what do we know about a parallelogram? What's one of the rules that we definitely know?
Opposite sides are parallel.
Opposite sides are parallel. Okay, so I'll go with this. So if that's the case, that means that this has to equal this. Do you agree?
Yes.
Because those are alternate interior angles. Is there enough information to solve that? No. And I know that these are parallel as well.
So it's got to be
But what do we know about the diagonals of a?
congruent.
They're congruent.
Those
So 6x is equal to 2x plus y.
are 4x.
There you go. So what can I do with this information?
Could plug it into the up one.
Yeah, plug it in right here. So bring us
Y
down.
plus Y.
So that's 8x. Is that right?
Wait, no.
Oh, I see what you. Oh,
Yeah.
I just plugged y into that. You can go either way. It's here. So I'll get this to be 5. And then saying your way you're doing it?
2y is 40.
Yeah, 2y is equal to 40, so y is equal to 20. Either way will work. So there's my two answers there. And then if we wanted to find out what this last answer is, if we plug our two values in, that's going to give me 10. But this is a 30-degree angle. This is going to give me 20, 40. That's 40-degree angle. 30 plus 40 is 70. So this has to be a 110-degree angle because of the triangle. Is that all right? Maybe? Sweet.
Sorry.
Else from review 3, yeah. 11. What do you got, Sawyer?
Our test is on Thursday, right?
As far as I know, yeah, a week from today, huh?
Yeah.
Sweet. It's the very last final.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who have probably taken this class before that final that you might be able to get a couple hints from. I'm not telling you who they are. I could tell you a couple people in my 5th or 6th period class that you don't want to ask, but
I feel like you tell them that about us. This is a snitch thing that I feel is going on, and I don't like it. You talk trash about us in that class.
but it's always fun to do that.
Oh, man.
Sorry. All right, triangle ABCD is a isosceles trapezoid. So isosceles trapezoid means the base angles are equal and then the side lengths are equal, right? So we have, this is our shape. So this and this have to be, these have to be equal. This has to equal this. This has to equal this. Now I can start putting in what we know. So this is 9. Sawyer, the thing is I might talk bad about this class, but I never talk poorly about you.
That's funny.
I feel like of all people, it would be me.
So they want us to solve for x
There's this one kid
and solve angle A. Alright. Alright, so what if it's isosceles, what would I have to know about these two angles?
They add to 180.
Add to 180. Okay, so if x is equal to 10, I could then, that's going to be 90, that's a 120 here, so that means that has to be 120 as well. Cool. Done. What else? Yeah.
What's Heron's theorem? I think it's I know it's like with the S.
Hero or Heron's, however you'd like to say it. So you have to find the partial perimeter first. And then
Mrs. Stewart, I think we should watch a documentary about cheetahs.
It's very beneficial to our education.
Sam just
If
recommended
you calculate the speed and then we can find the volume.
True, and the angle in which
Velocity and the momentum.
And then Eugene could tell us how long it would take to run around the whole
Yeah,
planet.
so I think we should watch it.
29 days. We're covering the entire show Saturday. 29 days?
Yeah, then we could like compare like where this cheetah lives. And cheetah basically lives on the earth, and so we can find the diameter and stuff on the earth.
Dog, now we can figure out how fast. So you can actually think that you found out that cheetahs live on the earth. That's pretty crazy.
Get it, Casey. Why are you running away?
Why are you running?
Where else would cheetahs live?
It might actually just be me. What else would you like to see from the chapter 3 or unit 3? All right, we'll have some more time to come back to it tomorrow if you wanna. Number 4. What do we have on number 4? Yo.
So all those equations for those circle things.
Do you need me to do them all?
Do you just have the equations for them? Like, just explain how to do it.
Oh, okay.
How do you draw circles? I don't get it. That's amazing.
Okay, so they want us to give the radius and the center. So here's the general form of a circle. So where H comma K is the center, and then R is the radius. Okay, so that's an equal sign, sorry. So my center on this one has to be 3 comma negative 1 and a radius of 2.
Yep.
Okay, you want to look at 1b. 1b is x squared plus y minus 3 quantity squared equals 9. So my center's at 0, 3, and I have a radius of 3. 1c. I have, do what? Yeah, that's what we have to do. We're going to rearrange. We're going to bring the x's and the y's together, leave a space. Complete the square real quick. So half of 6 is 3. 3 squared is 9. If I add 9, I have to add 9 over here. Half of 4 is 2. 2 squared is 4. If I add 4 here, I have to add 4 here. So that means that this right here is a complete squared trinomial. So that's x plus 3, or x plus 3 quantity squared. Y plus 4 is a perfect square trinomial. So that's y plus 2 and y plus 2, or y plus 2 quantity squared. And then we add that up. That's what, 12, 16? So my center of my circle is going to be negative 3, negative 2, radius of 4. So when it's just you have to complete the square, and it's literally this easy. What's half of this? Square that, add it. What's half of this? Square that, add it. Make sure you add it to both sides. The nice thing is when you say what's half of this, it goes here. What's half of this? It goes there. So on 1D looks like this. Let me just put it, it looks like it's already in the order. I'm just going to spread it out. All right, first thing, you want to bring this 3 over here. I subtracted it, so now I get 8. Is that all right?
That took you a little while.
I know. The double digits. Shut up, Sawyer. I love you, man.
The double digits give you trouble.
All right. Half of 2 is 1. 1 squared is 1. If I add 1 here, I have to add 1 over here. Half of 8 is 4. 4 squared is 16. That took me a while as well. All right, so over here, that's 9. That's going to be 25. I know what my radius is already. All right. That's the same thing as x minus 1, which you could write as x minus 1 quantity squared. For those of you not too good at factoring, sorry. This is the same thing as x minus 4, which is x minus 4 quantity squared.
Why?
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 No, for the second.
Oh, why? It's like, why? All right, so what's my center? 1, 4. Radius is 5. What else? Yeah. Waiting.
Oh,
6.
I feel like that whole thing. Just like the main.
What?
Like the equations for.
All right.
Oh, I needed that.
So the general equations for this. So, red, green, black. if the angle happens inside, you're going to go R plus G over 2 equals B. So it's plus inside. If you had that same type of shape, so this goes along. If you had this, let's see how I can do this. That, you wanted this, and this, and this. That's going to be R minus G divided by 2 equals B.
Are you sure?
Am I wrong?
Get out, John. Get out. Get out.
I'm just trying to remember off the cuff, so I'm not looking at notes. So.
I was making a pun.
Okay. So that's to find the angles inside or outside. In that, two different cases. So one you have 2 secants, one has 2 chords. So with that known, you could easily solve letter Y because you have 80 plus 20 is 100 divided by 2 is 50. So angle Y has to be 50. X and Y are supplementary to each other. So X has to be 130, right? Did I do that right? Oh, thank goodness. Let's see. Is there one? Oh, great. I did one that's not even on here. Sorry. I stink as a teacher. Do what? 9? Is that what you asked for? 9? Yeah? All right, so number 9, it's x plus 10 plus 3x plus 6 all over 2 equals 52. So on top, I'm going to get 4x plus 16. Multiply that over here. I'm going to get 104 over there. Is that all right so far? Subtract 16. Let's cancel 4x is equal to 104 minus 16. Aww. 88. Is that right? Take your silence as yes. So x equals 22. Yes, I got the answer right. Yeah. 11. All right, so what we have to remember on 11 is if you have the 2 chords inside, if this is A, B, C, and D, it's A times B equals C times D. That's the general equation for that. That's a D, sorry. That's a B. Which means, oh shoot, what'd you just ask for? 11? Is that what you said? So if that's 4 and that's X, here's the other one. That's 3 and 8. I can go 4 times X equals 3 times 8. So 4X equals 24. So X equals 6. So that was number 11. Please let it be right. Number 6. Yeah. Sweet. Yeah.
Number
14. 14 is going to go exactly with the same concept, okay? So let's see if we can squeeze it on there. So number 14, we have this. So they tell us this is x plus 1. They tell us this is x minus 2. They tell us that this is x minus 1. And this is, whoa. Shoot. X minus 2. This is x minus 2 right here. This doesn't exist. This is x minus 1. X minus 1 is right. Stink. All right. This times this is equal to this times this. Do some math. Let's see, that's x squared minus 2x equals x squared minus 1. Subtract those. So I get negative 2x equals negative 1. X equals half. 14.
Whoa.
Yeah. The triangles, okay. Problem number 7. What was that?
Sounds like a generator.
All right. Why are a couple of you looking guilty? And I'm not blaming Ben, he just walked back in.
What?
I'm so confused.
I look at Johnny and it's like he's, did something wrong. And then Mateo is thinking about like cutting somebody's hair off. And it's like, there's something going on. What's going on? Casey, rat him out. I'm just kidding.
I was just about to say that. We're running a drug ring.
Sheesh. All right. If I wanted to find this, that skill is going to go along with this. Or if I had this, and this, that was A, B, and C. It's going to be A minus B over 2 equals C. So I'm going to go A minus B. So x minus 30 over 2 equals 20. So x minus 30 is equal to 40. Add that, I get 70. So this is 70. All right.
And then y is open. No, just kidding.
Oh yeah. So I saw. You're right saying that. Y is open to right here. So how big is this whole angle here?
Y is 60.
It's 150, isn't it?
Oh.
Right? Because 30 and 120. So this has to be then 75 because it's always half of that.
Wait, how'd you get the 150?
Okay, so look what we know right here. We know this is 30. We know this is 120. So this angle here, that angle there, opens up to the whole thing here. So it has to be 150, so it's half of that. Yeah.
So okay, so I just need like 2 more equations for circles. So like for the angle, okay, I can show you.
Okay.
So like I did these 2.
Sweet.
So I don't know what the equation is for this. So those 2.
Okay, so if this is 20, then this has to be 40. It's half of that.
Okay.
What's the other one?
Or it's like
Like this.
yeah.
That. That's going to be red, green, black. It's going to be R minus G divided by 2 equals B. Yeah. Yeah.
What's the equation for questions like 12 and 13?
Did you get them?
Okay, got it.
Number 12. So this is right. So my that. And we have lengths. Okay. Oh, that's true. Like that? Yeah, better. So if this is A, if this is B, this is C. It's going to be A squared equals B times B plus C. So the, number 12, we have this being 10, 8, and x. So this will be 100 equals 8 times 8 plus x. 100 equals 64 plus x, so x equals 36. Is that right? Did I not write it right? Oh, thank you. That should be an 8x right there. That should be an 8x right there. And that should be 36 over 8. Thank you. What? No, it isn't. Just stay there. It's 9 over 2. All right, we'll review next time some more. Or maybe we don't. Hey, guys and girls, I'll tell you this. If we don't have school tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
Final's canceled.
No, I'll have the final. But if you ask questions, I will post the answers on Schoology via video from my couch. Peace out. All right.
Next Thursday.
So,
Do you have this yet?
let's take a look at our review.
Chance if
So again,
depending on
that
what your last period is,
that
you get
note
selected
card,
and miss the bus.
anything you've
'Cause you have to
written on
turn
it
in the
or
bookkeeping.
taped to it that lays flat and it's not flipped over and flip flops, you can put on there. I don't care how small your font is. Just go for it. Do whatever you can. All right, Alex, you can do this. No, I'm gonna go over some stuff. Alex, you can do that too. You weren't done with that. Is it? I'm sure I give you just both yours.
It's just snow is starting to push down on power lines.
Oh, Alex, there's one more.
If we lose power, it's yeah.
I hope so. Yes. So I got to tell you, I got a little bit excited when the announcement came on. I was thinking, all right, sorry, everybody, go home for the day.
Oh,
Me too.
The lacrosse.
What do you think the likelihood we'll have snow tomorrow?
50-50.
50-50?
We either will
The
or
question
won't.
is, do we want to have? Who here wants a snow day tomorrow?
Always. Always.
No.
Why not?
Yeah, by the way.
Until Friday, and I want to be here Friday.
I have 3 reviews, and I start my French final. I do not want to.
Do we do?
All right, taking a look at review number 1. You got about a minute if you have any last minute questions on review number 1. Review number 1. Any last minute
What's the
questions?
first number of the number alphabet?
What?
Thank you. And why is the alphabet in the order that it is in?
Because it's alphabetical.
Where does alphabetical order come from?
The alphabet.
That doesn't help.
We're
You know
chasing
what the word alphabet comes from?
No,
anything. 30 more seconds on review number 1.
AB.
The name of the Star Wars alphabet, Orabesh, because it's Oric and then Bash. Wow, I've got to go. I just hurt myself with that.
What? All right. Good. All right. This is number 6.
Oh wow, that's gonna take a while to recover from. Okay, that'll be okay. I just nerded all over myself and it hurt. Did you not hear my Star Wars? I owe
right.
Star Wars myself.
They tell you that, so P goes with P to L, Q. All right.
You need to stop.
I am recording, everybody. So.
You need to stop.
Hi, recording people.
All right. So we can find our last thing, either here by Pythagorean theorem. So you know that this is equal to y squared is equal to 36 squared plus 15 squared. I'm not going to work that out for you. you know that z has to be equal to 13 squared. That's going to be 5. That's yours 5. That's the 5, 12, 13.
Oh yeah.
And that's the 5, 12, 13. That means everything's tripled. So that has to be 39. So everything's tripled. Our scale factor, if this is 23, that means this has to be 23, which then means that has to be...
Mr. Stirrup.
What?
Oh, no, never mind. I can't do that.
It happens. 20, so that's 90 minus 23, which is that 67? That's number 6. And so your scale factor is 3 to 1. It's triple. What? Yeah. Without ice cream. It's my least favorite. All right. Anything else from review number 1? Going once?
Never smashed just a waffle cone.
All right. Review number 2. 2 minutes to take a look at that to see if there's anything you would like me to go over off of
Mr.
number
Stirrup,
2. Yeah.
What's your favorite ice cream place in Denver?
Bye, Gray.
I like Bonnie Bray. It's just I don't like the line. And I don't think they don't give me big enough scoops.
Have you ever been to Little Man?
No.
Bonnie Gray is fire. Bonnie Gray is
Where?
Bonnie Gray.
No, where's Little Man?
Little Man, it's uptown. No, it's in uptown Denver. I can't remember what streets it's on.
Give me the information. I'll go.
Just Google Little Man. It's or if you start driving around uptown, it's the about 30 or 40 foot tall milk jug.
Oh, that place is bomb. It's in Denver.
Why don't I know about this
It's
place?
so good.
Oh, it's great. And the marching band drill instructor works there, and he brought us all ice cream sandwiches after one concert.
And you didn't call me. I'm
Well,
only 10 digits
Well,
away.
how many people are in there right now? What, 400?
All right. Anything else from number 2 review?
Yes.
Yes.
Wait, no.
Number 2 review. Number 2 review. Going once. Going twice. We'll put it to rest until tomorrow.
And Mr. Stirrup,
Yes.
when he brought about 400 sandwiches, maybe 500 for the 200 people in band. So it just reached a point where people were filling up their uniform bags with ice cream sandwiches to take home. They were really good.
Review number 3. What would you like to see?
Isaac doesn't
Yeah.
like ice cream. He's gonna
Number
be
8.
Nice.
All right, so you have a rectangle on number 8, right?
What?
All right, so that's a over 2 plus 10,
There's only 5.
a plus 4,
If it were base 10, it would have been like
and
the
that's
size of
30
the
minus
NBA.
a. And then we want to find wx. Okay, so we want to find up here as well. All right, being it's a rectangle, you know that that side and that side have to be equal. So I get a over 2 plus 10 equals a plus 4. Let's subtract 10 for both sides. So I get that to be negative 6. Multiply everything by 2 to clear the denominator. Subtract that, I get negative a equals negative 12. So a has to equal 12. So we solve for a. Now if I want to solve that, well, I'm going to go 30 minus a, which is 30 minus 12, so that's 18. If that's 18, that has to be 18. All right? What else from number 3 review? Yeah. 14?
What's the equation for like a triangle? It's not an equilateral triangle.
Say that one more time, sorry.
What's the equation for a triangle that's not an equilateral triangle?
1/2 base times 8? Or we want Heron's theorem? Or
Yeah, that one.
Hero or Heron's theorem if you want to save a letter.
But is he a hero?
Yeah. So you have the partial perimeter, which is this. And then the area of that is the square root of s times quantity s minus a, s minus b, s minus c. So this finds the area of any triangle that you have the 3 sides.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry, which one did you ask for?
Sorry.
14. 14, the kite. Okay. ABCD is a kite. AB, find AB. Okay. So this is 14 off of review number 3.
Mr. Starp is the final multiple choice.
Yeah, some of it. All right. So we want to find BC. Well, if it's a kite, that has to be 15 as well. Find the measure of ADC. So we're finding this measure here. Well, that's 30. This has to be 30, so the whole measure has to be 60. And then ABC up here. So things that we need to know about this so far is if this is 110, this is 110 over here. So that's 220 plus the 60 is 280. And then all three of them have to add up to 360. So it's 360 minus 280 is 80 degrees. So this has to be 80 up here. All right. Anything else from review number 3? Yeah.
Can you back a slide real quick?
Going
I
back.
just want to make sure I didn't miss something.
Anything else for review number 3?
What's the big S?
Partial perimeter.
Okay.
I don't know why they used S. I wasn't at that meeting.
And the A is the sides or the angles? Sides.
Yeah, so if you had triangle ABC, A, B, and C.
Okay.
All right,
Just making sure.
in no particular order. All right, moving on to review number 4. Questions we might have come across in number 4. Gosh, some
So what's my smell choice?
the part that you have to figure out the answer but not say A, B, C, or D.
Just like,
I don't know.
how many of those are there gonna be?
More than 10, less than 50. Just saying.
This is the entire test.
Mr. Stirrup.
You do 5.
5.
So is it gonna be like a separate test and then a scantron?
Yes. What if I have a pencil? And number 5. Got a cycle. What I stand up straight? What? M, N, P, Q, R, Q as well, O, M, 20, 40. Okay, first thing we want to do is let's find angle P. So we have to remember that goes with this equation, where if you have A, B, and C, it'd be A minus B divided by 2 is equal to C. So A minus B is 80 divided by 2 is 40. So this angle has, so let's see, 120 minus 40 is 80 divided by 2 is 40. So this is a 40-degree angle. Angle M. So I'd say this is probably has to be angle M right here. So if you remember this goes along with this rule. If this is x, then this is 2x. So This is double this, so this has to be then 20 degrees. M, N, R. M, N, R. So now we have this angle here. If you take a look at this, this angle opens up to this whole thing. So that's 120, so this has to be half of that, so that's 60 degrees. MSR. This is S right here. MSR, so here, right? We're looking there. So we have to remember this property when they cross. If this is A and this is B and this is C, that it's A plus B divided by 2 is equal to C. So that's going to be this plus this. That's 160 divided by 2. So this has to be 80. And then NRQ. NRQ. So now we're looking at this angle here. This opens up to that angle, so that has to be half of that, so that has to be 20. And that's it on that.
Mr. Shah,
Yes.
have you checked out the astronomical picture of the day?
Nope.
It's an app that has the astronomical picture of the day.
Haven't seen it.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Is it a snowflake?
Huge.
No, today's was a supernova rising.
Anything else from review number 4? Yeah. Okay. X. We want to solve for x, so we have to remember on this is the rule it goes with. So if this is A, B, C, D, it's going to be B times A plus B is equal to D times C plus D. Okay, so with that known, we're going to go 4 times 4 plus x is equal to 3 times 3 plus 6. So that's what, 16 plus 4x equals, that's 9, that's 27. Subtract 16. That kills that 4x is equal to, is that 11? So x equals 11 over 4. All right. 14. Okay. Number 14 goes this way. So we know that this is x minus 2. This is x. This is x plus 1. And this is x minus 1. The rule we have to remember with this, if they're interior segments, you had A, B, C, and D. It's A times B is equal to C times D. So that known, I'm going to say it's this times this is equal to this times this. Distribute, so I get x squared minus 2x equals x squared minus 1. The x squareds cancel out on both sides. So I get negative 2x is equal to negative 1, so x equals positive half. Get that? Anything else from review number 4?
I think this is for review too, but like
Yeah.
the ones that you have to find x and the angles. Oh, it is review 4. Can you do 9?
Review 4, number 9. Yep. Number 9. Yeah. 2 x plus 10. 3x plus 6. Alright, the rule we have to remember on this, if it's inside the circle, if I had blue, red, and black, it's going to be blue plus red divided by 2 is equal to black. Is that okay? So it's going to be this plus this, so 3x plus 6 plus x plus 10 over 2 is equal to 52. Combine like terms, that's what, 4x plus 16 equals 104. So 4x is equal to, is that 88? X is equal to 22.
Okay. Thank you.
Cool. Yep.
We do 20.
20 on review 4.
Yeah, just like the.
Do the whole thing, or?
Yeah, how to find like G.
All right, I'll just do the whole thing. I'll figure it out. Alright, they tell us that AB is 30, right? And EF is 10. Alright, so on this whole angle right here, this has to be half, so that's 15. Is that okay so far?
I remember this.
Okay.
Is the central angle?
I don't know what the central angle is at all on this one. I don't have to use it. So the reason I'm doing this is I'm not using the small circle. I'm just using this. So being this happens all the way back here, it has to be half of that. Okay, and so I don't even know if we had to find that or not. Find angle G. Oh, we did. Oh, cool. And then we were looking for CD. So we're looking for CD now here. Okay, so now I can use this information here, okay? And I'm going to remember this. That's A, and that's B right there, and that's C. It's A minus B over 2 equals C. So A, so I'm going to make that X. X minus 10 over 2 is equal to 15. So X minus 10 equals 30. X equals 40. So this is a 40 degree.
And then the central angle to the outside, isn't it just the same?
Equal, yeah. Yeah.
17 or 18.
I can do both, that's easy. Well, easy for me, sorry. I don't mean it's easy. It's no problem for me to do both. I'll put it that way. All right. So you know that this length also has to be 8, agreed? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So this whole side length is now 10. So this is going to be a 3, 4, 5 doubled, so this has to be 6. Okay? And then number 18. Don't wiggle it around too much, Lee. I'm recording.
Oh.
Getting crazy on me.
Oops.
Earthquake!
My bad.
All right. If I know this is X, then this also has to be X. Agreed? So that means that I have x squared plus 6 equals x plus 4 quantity squared. So x squared plus 6 is equal to x squared plus 8x plus 16. X squareds cancel out. Ew.
So negative 8x equals 24.
8x equals negative 10, right? Did I do that right?
Oh, yeah.
Which means x is equal to negative 10 over 8. And I think that that is oh, there's my mistake. This should have been a 36. Because if I squared it, if I subtract that, I get this to become 20. Right? And this becomes 20 over 8, which reduces to 10 over 4, which is 5 over 2. Do
Can you do 16?
you see my mistake? Okay. Which one?
16.
16. Well, that's one of our faves.
You know, Mr. Stirrup, I must say, did you hear about Chris Cornell,
No.
the lead singer of Soundgarden?
Yeah.
He passed away this morning.
No way.
Yeah. Worst part is, he was going to be playing Denver in 4 days. They're scheduled for the Fillmore. That was their next show. My dad had tickets.
Really? Yeah, that sucks. Here's a little tidbit of information for you. My brother-in-law, married to my sister, he's a drummer, and when the drummer of Soundgarden was in rehab for 4 months, my brother-in-law was their drummer back in the 90s.
Wow, that's cool.
Now, that's his claim to fame.
And that's your claim to,
And, and he will tell you flat out that he's a millionaire because of it.
he's not.
Me and my sister and my brother-in-law lived with my parents in the house I grew up when. Hardly.
Does it still have the pool?
Yes. All right. So if this right here is x, then this has to be x as well. Still with me? That means that this would have to be 16 minus x, right?
Yep.
And then this would have to be 14 minus x.
Yep.
So if that's 14 minus x, that means this has to be 14 minus x. And this has to be 16 minus x. Right? Wait a minute, but isn't it 10? Yeah, you're right, it is 10, but the whole length is 10. Oh, we could actually work that out pretty easily. This is, am I going to do this right?
Yeah.
So that's what, 30 minus x squared, minus 2x, excuse me, equals 10. So negative 2x equals negative 20. X is equal to 10. Is that all we have to find?
Okay, is that going to work on all of them? Okay.
That's it in this one, yes. And if we give one like that, if we give you this on the review, it'll probably be very similar to that test.
So we're not going to have the one that's easy with the shortcut?
I don't think so.
There will probably be one. Should find out. Yeah, there should be one.
Should be. Anything else? We done reviewing for the day?
Yeah.
It's fine if we are. All right. So my video,